in the fields. Okay, so I'm gonna need to say something on camera first before y'all look at it the whole video. I am wearing a sweater that is like one of my most comfy sweaters, and it was available to me. This is tree sap because I hug trees, and sometimes they take a shit on you, and that's life. Salamu alaykum. Welcome to my medicine bag, baby. Come on, let's unpack. I'm doing this because hold on. I wanna not distract myself even. Okay, so spirit friends and family of the Most High. Thank you for bringing me back to the kids for another message. Please allow me to be a clear, concise, and compassionate channel for whatever messages you deem necessary for whoever comes across this video. Ashe? It's starting to rain a little bit. Cute. The soccer players are finally gone. Ashe. Okay. So finish your prayer, girl. Some of you might be reconnecting with family that you either are surprised to or are planning to, like, intentionally reconnect with. Some home visits. Maybe I know travel is so fucky right now, but if you have been called to go visit someone, I'm even saying, like, take a flight, or and it's been a while since that, take a drive. Do that. Sagittarius energy coming up. Make sure you're hydrated always. But also make sure, I'm thinking about, like, food science. If there's something that you're looking at incorporating into your diet. Also, I'm not a licensed doctor. These are just intuitive messages. But yeah, if you're looking at bringing something in, think about, like, what it needs to be activated in your body. So if you're like, I need to up my hydration, that also means my fiber, and my light is dead, I thought I would have more time with it, what have you. Yeah, just look at, like, what pairs with what will help activate this. Also, like, any, like, co-interactions. Is there a puppy coming? Yes. Hi. Hello. Are you back? Hello, sweeties. Hi. There's nothing in there for you, kiddo. What are their names?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
That's Daisy.
Daisy?
And Dixie.
Dixie.
Dixie and Daisy.
Dixie and Daisy. They're
Correct.
so sweet. And yours?
I'm Brent.
Brent? I'm
What's your name?
NASRA. NASRA.
Say it, spell it.
NASRA. NASRA.
NASRA. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. NASRA.
Yeah.
You just out enjoying the day?
I am just doing some
a
work.
video?
Yeah, I'm doing a little video. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl.
Thank you. Y'all having a good walk?
We're having a great walk.
Fantastic.
Have a great walk. You have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
Cool. Come on, girl.
Dixie and Daisy. Aww. A couple cards fell out. Where's the last one? I think the other one was... No, actually, this is fine. That really made my heart flutter. I think there's a message there for sure. Just the kind of congratulations that he was giving me. He was like, stay cool. I'm like, oh, I feel cool. I feel like you see me. They had come around one time already. But, and he gave me like a, you know, a little salute. But, okay, I'm hearing it. Where you might be called to travel to, there might be, they're saying like there's that energy, like people just like noticing you do your thing and be like, good for you, like, yeah. If you're called to do that, I know a friend that's traveling for a conference. I know some other people are traveling for things. Summer is coming up, people are booked, you know what I mean? Family vacations, kids are out of school, whatever it is. But yeah, you never know where you might find affirmation is what I'm hearing. Confirmation. Some of y'all might not watch tarot readings. That's cool. I don't need the cards, honey. I don't need the cards. I ask God what it is, and I work to center myself in my everyday life, so much so that so I can receive personal messages for how I'm meant to move. God moves me every day. The earth moves me every day. My body moves me every day. And all of those hoes need me to listen and need me to be away from distraction. So I know people come to vacation season like for that. But there's also this like energy of like what again is a life that you don't have to vacation from. Incorporating some of that intention. It doesn't have to end after the summer. The seasons change for sure and everything requires something different, but we're moving more and more urgently into a practice of autonomy, of sovereignty, of reclaiming our time, baby, and our days, and knowing that you don't just have those dreams or those callings to record a video. Even though my thing died, like I was like, oh, it's not gonna look that good, and he's like, do it, like congratulate. He's like, you doing it? And I'm like, I'm doing it. You're right. I'm gonna just keep doing it. Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, moving from just like this yearning kind of place into this like da-da-da, but like also knowing that there's like a duality to this, like being in both spaces is natural. Oh my god, don't look at my nails. I've been in the dirt. Yeah, incorporating the romance kind of back into your life. We have the Lovers here. They were in reverse. Lovers is also decisions. You're your first lover. You're your main lover in this life. And when one part of you is not listening to the other part of you, but you feel it. I know you feel it. And that's because you're your first soulmate. So being solo polyam for like hella years, not so much anymore. I'm kind of like, but understanding, yo, this means I'm always going to be, even within a non-monogamous practice, I'm going to be my own partner first and foremost, because thinking that someone like me, this is why I've been single and or just like in my own spiritual relationships, because that part gets forgotten. And Pisces, and I have Pisces stellium, so it's water, like I'll become you, what about that? I can't do that. And having a framework around it that says like literally no matter who I am with, I'm always with myself. So how the fuck do I engage with that bitch with all they motherfucking needs and wants and desires and dreams of life, you know? Because then I will be moving away from this idea that I can ever be too much for someone. Let me run that back. That I can ever be too much for someone. Working to have a relationship with myself that says like, oh, I will listen to you and I will like fulfill your core needs and your like most hungriest desires, and I'm gonna call in the people that I need to help me do that, and I'm gonna, you know what I mean, like, but ultimately I'm gonna do that for you because that's my only gig. Actually, nobody knows nobody gets these feelings, that didn't really, that made me feel uncomfortable, nobody gets those impulses or emotional information about me and how I'm engaging with fucking the world outside of me, like before me. Nobody gets that. Even my mother, even the people that like I have been, nobody knows. Nobody gets that. Nobody feels hot for me. You know, they might feel hot for them in a certain, nobody feels like, nobody feels hot for me. What do you mean? Stop. Just kidding. But I'm not. But what I mean is nobody can feel my emotions for me. So I will check in and we'll learn what the hell this nigga needs and wants, and like inshallah by pouring that and being devoted to myself in that way, as because that's my only responsibility in this life. That, not to say I'm not also responsible for how me being caring with myself affects other people, like it's gonna do that, but ultimately, like, again, nobody can do that inner stuff for me but me. So as much as help as I can get and encouragement. Thanks, Brent. So how are you dating you in this season, especially as people want to be bumping up, skin out, naked, sweating in the summer, if that's you. But also that's like kind of like scary right now, you know, diseases are among us. But I mean, just like, as much as people don't want to date or don't want to make new friends or don't feel like you have time to, or don't feel like you have time to party or to play, like my nigga, we gonna have to find it. And it isn't to disregard the responsibility that building relationships takes. There's some relationships right now that I'm like, this is not going the way that I necessarily feel the most comfortable with, but like I'm not actively adding energy to it because I'm like, I don't know how to touch that right now. So there's a lot of grace that can be given in putting yourself out there and building new relationships, but we need them more than ever. So you might feel like you got so many other things that are more important, but it goes beyond, like, it's the stuff of what making community and having like allyship and camaraderie, like what it takes. You might not always feel like you have all the faculties that you would want to, or it's not going as like smoothly as you would want to or ideally, but you're trying. You're a social animal, but building social skills is like building any skill. You just gotta do it. Let's take a deep breath. It's scary. It's nerve-wracking. Is there anything else? I don't want... Oh, nice. I didn't know how much battery we had going, but we're good. Skin is your largest organ. Please moisturize. Being in the sun. I was like, why is that necessary? It's all year round. But Nicole Byer, did y'all see that she didn't know that you had to lotion yourself after every shower? Do what you want. Showering is hard, but people do that. She was like, what? That might be a thing. Showering, finding like accessible ways for you to get your hygiene and some of the things you're just tired of thinking about. It's okay to be tired of taking care of yourself. It's natural. It's exhausting. And again, that's why we need people. Any way that you can practice asking for help, bitch, and then receiving that help afterwards, please, God. I talk about the same shit every time, but it comes in different packages. We have the Three of Wands, yeah, because you're not the only one holding these wands. It doesn't feel like he put those wands there. It looked like somebody put those wands there and he came up and he was like recognizing them, you know, because there's a sense of celebration, completion with the Four of Wands, and the Three of Wands is like you just seeing like, oh, actually, like that's a pillar that's there for me to support me, that's a pillar that's there for me to support, and that's a pillar that's there for me to support. Oh, and like they low-key, if you zoomed in, they probably got my name on them. Like I just have to go and collect. Where can you lean on, especially if you've been like raised as a woman, I'm hearing, socialized as a woman, recognizing within all of the like fuckery, what is actually there saying, hey, I'd like to give to you, is a skill, and it's really hard. But you can take your time, but don't waste your time. Like I said, that Chadwick Boseman said. Tell me about this 3 of Wands. Yeah. Is that 10 of Wands in reverse? Or 10 of Swords, sorry. That's the nigga that... Look at how dusted up, roughed up this card is. 10 of Swords in reverse is the Phoenix rising after this, like... Getting all the motherfucking... all the stories, all the mental... like patterns and ways of thinking that say like this shit is, they're gonna cut you off because of this. You might want to go and shine your light, but somebody's gonna have a problem because you're too in your face about it, or you not wearing enough clothes, or you want too much, like you want to showcase too many sides of yourself, like you're not boxable, whatever the fuck these stories are. Again, you got a big old sword, the Excalibur, underneath that you can't actually get to until you die. And then it's like all of those swords are like melded into one big ass sword, and you come out from the motherfucking ground. You come out and you're like the kind of sword that like alters your core strength. Like you gotta have core strength. Like, do you have a transverse abdominis activated? And what? And you just like pop, and then all of those other that was kind of all of those other swords out of your back, like a stegosaurus. You know how it has all those spikes on his back, like you just fly them. This is what goes through my mind all the time. This is what it is all the time. That might be relevant to you. Busy, but now we're using that busy that used to be used to think all these fucking thoughts that are swords, that have been swords in the back, that have not been placed by you, to your genius. Like busy thinking about how magnificent it is to be a motherfucking phoenix. Like, bitch, how can I'm hearing neurodivergence as well. How can I really engage with, I'm hearing disability, with my neurotype in a way that really looks at both its strengths as much as its weaknesses, and holding them both as necessary or not necessary to acknowledge. I'm really good with pattern recognition, but that could mean that I get really tired out by XYZ. I'm really da-da-da-da-da, but that could mean, so that you're giving your design its full a full view, 360 view. Because sometimes shadow work is just, how can I move like me? Me, capital M, the I am. How can I move like NASRA? That means no, I don't actually need to think about anybody, how anybody else is moving, as long as I'm not hurting anybody. And like with malice and intent, because, you know, we're human. And sometimes being the person that like triggered a hurt, like that's a part of a dynamic. That's a part of, even on a spiritual tip, like you are, as a full being, you have to agree to accept, or you don't have to agree to accept anything. There's an agreement that comes with being embodied that says like, yo, in somebody's journey, I might be the one that hurts them, and they like learn something from it. In the same way that I can be somebody that hurts me, and my only job is to learn from it. Obviously, I'm not out here trying to abuse motherfuckers. That's a whole different conversation. But knowing just like, so this might be coming up in dynamics where it's like, this is hard. It's hard for me to be on this side. But like, it happened. And until I'm ready to like engage or approach the problem in a way that like is different than how things ended, like I gotta find some peace, you know, with people not liking you, with people being hurt by you, with people, you know, misunderstanding you, with people having a different view of you than you, even about you. Some things do kind of like just be uncomfortable, and the gig is to like engage or not engage, you know. But like I'm hearing like rumination over it. It's not good for anybody. So I'm saying this 10 of Cups, I keep seeing these people as like, yes, there might be like, this might be romantic love coming in, beautiful, beautiful energy in the 10 of Cups. It's like kind of, it's like an ordained stunning, you know. And there's also like this angel's kind of like freaky, like what, like more seraphim, you know, the wings and arms, the body is kind of what, like come like divine intervention, divine ways of relationships moving that don't always look how you expect them to look. They can be kind of shocking, they can be sad, they can be confusing, and that can also be divinely arranged. There's been dynamics where it's just like, I'm not allowed to go over there right now. Either I'm not at a level of maturity that I can be at to engage, because I equally can be part of the situation and of the conflict and happen and will be naturally, and so the other person as well. It doesn't do me any favors to be like consistently putting people in boxes when conflict happens, but it does mean like, and the only way I can do that is by not putting myself in a box, and victim or like even like I identify as like a victim and a survivor, you know what I mean? Like there's a duality to everything, and conflict is complicated, but so is and such is love. This could be a relationship also with yourself, but the relationships also that are really beautiful in how they show you what is possible when you do approach things with the 10 of Cups. There's something about this like high hopes, high expectations, like kind of like this expectation of bliss, you know, as complicated as conflict can be, like accepting really beautiful and aligned love and care and tenderness, like that'll spin a nigga out in the best way. And believing in the possibilities, endless possibilities of love in that form, in those forms, feeds our ability to deal with love, the complicated kind of love that is explored through conflict. I need both, bitch. And I need the spectrum in between. But being a Pisces, believing in this, knowing that I'm like, this is God. This is actually, I'm supposed to be, the ocean's crashing. Somehow there's jasmine in the air. You know what I mean? An angel is singing and da-da-da. Like, I'm like, I want that. That's what I'm going to have. That's what I have and have been building with God and with myself. So it's only natural that it will happen in real life. So anybody also discouraged, any like capital L lovers, you know, discouraged from that. Oh my God, look, the lovers came out again in reverse. Any achy breaky hearts that are just like, fuck it, you know, I don't watch Love is Blind, but I watch Trixie and Katya do the Netflix We Like to Watch reviews and like live watchings, and they watch Love is Blind, so I watch them watch Love is Blind. And it's just little clips, and that's all I need to know to just get like an input on what the straights mostly are doing. And yeah, there's a lot of, I'm also hearing like queerness, like any queer questioning. I'm hearing also I'm hearing also the lesbians. I'm like, would you really get in a romantic dynamic with another woman? That's hella specific. Just because you want to kiss up on motherfuckers, like, let's deepen our exploration, because who doesn't want to kiss up on a beautiful bitch? You know what I mean? Unraveling misogyny, unraveling anti-blackness, unraveling ableism in our bodies and in our psyches is really also complex work. And you might be taking in, and like in these new dynamics, there might be with communities that you aren't necessarily used to being in. There's something about finding yourself while also like finding yourself through others. And I'm hearing like a third puberty, like a second puberty, third puberty, but this feeling of, yeah, like I always wanted to be, this was in the tip tail of the last reading, so new communities, I did have this as well. But I'm really leaning into the sexuality this time, even gender identity, but it's sexuality, something specifically about what is attraction, what is desire, how does it fuel, like how important of it in my life is it? If it hasn't been that important, is it showing that it actually needs to be a bit more important? I do need to spend more time, like we were saying at the beginning, to play, to socialize, but like also to add some structure to that and be like, hey, no, I think I really need friends. So, hey, I think I really need particular people that are down with the hobbies that I'm doing, but also the political kind of leanings, like where I want to learn how to take care of people, If you're looking to take another step to get involved, even that's like putting a person that's mutual aid, like committing to resharing their stuff, like going back, seeing if people made their goals, seeing if people, like when I get money, somebody else gets money. Even if it's today I sent $5, 555 for change, so that it like grows, the numerology of 555. So with the spirit of like, yeah, I pray this grows, but I can only, out of what I've been given to get through my life, I'm giving this, because I never want to be in the energy of lack. As somebody that has experienced the expensive lifestyle of being poor and being disabled and being black and like being Muslim, being gay, being all houseless, being all these things, bitch, I actually, like, in a fucking serious way, have to enforce the belief that Allah always provides. Like, the money always comes, the water always flows. I want to be careful with myself about at what level I'm letting it flow, Sometimes I need to put some rocks in the dam and be like, we only got $5. We only got $5. But we have $5. Imagine. Like, I've been 2 days ago, I was in a place where it's like, yeah, $5 made the difference between if I went to my appointment or I didn't go to my appointment for my body work, for the pain my body was in. Like, I know, and the only way I got that was because I asked in the morning, instead of either canceling my appointment or forcing myself into like a flare-up trying to get there on public transit. And so, I have a credit card with my mom that's like for, getting around emergencies, things like that. But it's like, I also knew she was like kind of, she's the one that like keeps that on pay. And I was like, we could use some help. I know it's there. I use it here and there. But like, I need the help, because I know my mom, who's also motherfucking disabled and tired and this and that, is gonna have to go, and she's still trying to get that money from somewhere else, So alhamdulillah, people gave me even more than I asked for, and I got to my appointment and it was exactly what I needed to be. Almost fell asleep on the table. It was incredible. And I was also like, the next one I found, mutual aid thing I found, come across my thing, I was like, let me put something in there. And there's a part of you that goes like, oh, you know, people just gave me this and I'm gonna give it away, or like I was just in that situation and I'm gonna give it away. It's like, it's here, and only here is now. Now is the present. That's what got me through all the housing instability and like homelessness that I experienced, was being like, all I actually can think about is right now and like tonight, and keeping my nervous system aligned with the earth and with my like faith that Allah will provide. And Allah always has, because here I am. And it taught me a lot about the systemic barriers to me staying calm and having like faith that something will come on. The work I had to do though to get there and to hold that was excruciating. And it was like, it got easier, but it goes like this, you know? Though seeing that like showed me systemically where I know I'm here to change things by my story and by my survivorship, like, and by my victimization. I'm here to like change what people have to go through in order to stay in alignment with the truth of abundance, with the truth of God, with the truth of an earthly belonging, like that we are ever loved and ever belonged beings. The work that it takes to stay there, niggas don't have to be doing that much. The way the things that we're going through to keep that, no. No. So fuck any shame that is keeping you away from aligning with what abundance means to you. And may it mean so much more than having a lot of fucking money in this day and motherfucking age. And it reminds me of the poem that stays on my heart from The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, one of my favorite books. I think it's like top 2 of all time. Those are my lips. And it's called On Giving. And I just opened it directly, of course. We're gonna drink this, and we're gonna wrap up this reading with some scripture, okay? And I'm gonna have a 2-bite brownie after that, like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Also stretch, Habibzis. We need you to stretch. Then said a rich man, "Speak to us of giving." And he answered, "You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. For what are your possessions but things you keep and guard for fear you may need them tomorrow? And tomorrow, what shall tomorrow bring to the ever-prudent dog burying bones in the trackless sand as he follows the pilgrims to the holy city?" The over-prudent dog, the dog that's working so hard trying to bury some bones for him to munch on in the trackless sand, in the sand that's just gonna blow away. He's doing all this work, stuffing. It's giving billionaires, stuffing, trying to, and the sand is just gonna. And he's going to the holy city. You don't think you're gonna be provided for in the holy city? Everybody's moving to freedom, but you don't think you're provided for it long enough now to not have to be digging and stuffing things. You're already loved, you're already God's. The sand's gonna be blown away, baby. You're not gonna be able to find those bones. You can't take that money with you. And what is fear of need? Fear of needing, but a need itself. Is not dread of thirst when your well is full, the thirst that is unquenchable? What is Is not the dread of you're so scared to get thirsty while you have a whole bottle. You're scared and the bottle is here. Is that not a thirst that is unquenchable? What will quench that? You have it right here. There are those who give little of the much which they have, and they give it for recognition, and their hidden desires make their gifts unwholesome. And there are those who have little and give it all. These are the believers in life and the bounty of life, and their coffer is never empty. It's never, I'm still here. Was about to sleep in a corner in Little Ethiopia in Los Angeles. Sleep in a corner behind my suitcase. And here I am. Snacks. Safe. With an internet. Phone broke though, but it's recording. There are those who give with joy, and that joy is the reward. And there are those who give with pain, and their pain is their baptism. And there are those who give and know not pain in giving, nor do they seek joy, nor give with mindfulness of virtue. They give as in yonder valley the myrtle breathes its fragrance into space. Through the hands of such as these, God speaks. And from behind their eyes, he smiles upon the earth. Jasmine breathes fragrance into the air. No mindfulness, no joy, no just is, and that is where God comes. It is well to give when asked, but it is better to give unasked through understanding. And to the open-handed, the search for one who shall receive is a joy greater than giving. And is there aught you would withhold? All you have shall someday be given. Therefore, give now, that the season of giving may be yours and not your inheritors. You get to give right now, not your inheritors, not after you die and then people will give all your shit to everybody. You could be a giver today. 1-800 today. You often say, I would give, but only to the deserving. The trees in your orchard say not so, nor the flocks in your pasture. They give that they may live, for to withhold is to perish. Surely he who is worth to receive his days and his nights is worthy of all else from you. You want to say, I'm going to give it to the deserving. These people are going to buy alcohol with it. These going to be, they don't speak English. They don't have a good credit. They don't have a stable this. They don't have a phone. They don't have, I'm not going to give them. Meanwhile, they were given life by the Creator this morning. The universe let them live today, and you're trying to be the one that says they're not deserving, I'm not gonna give it to them. They were already given everything. Who are you to be like, I have something to give? They were given everything this morning. And he who has deserved to drink from the ocean of life this morning, deserves to fill his cup from your little stream. I drank from the ocean this morning. Yeah. I'll have some of your stream. And what desert greater shall there be than that which lies in the courage and the confidence, nay, the charity, of receiving. And who are you that men should rend their bosom and unveil their pride, that you may see their worth naked and their pride unabashed? You want them to be, you want niggas to beg for it. See first that you deserve to be a giver and an instrument of giving. For in truth, it is life that gives unto life, while you who deem yourself a giver are but a witness. I was meant to receive what I meant to receive because Allah gave me life this morning. He's gonna give me the dinner. He's gonna give me this. He's gonna give me housing. He's gonna give me my dreams fulfilled because He put these dreams inside my heart. Who are you but a witness? But you want to stand high and mighty. I gave this to them. I made them. Can't nobody give life to you but you. But God. As you. And you receivers, and you are all receivers. Hey, if you're here, you're watching this, you're a receiver. Assume no weight of gratitude, lest you lay a yoke upon yourself and upon him who gives. Rather, rise together with the giver the giver on his gifts as on wings. You fly together. I gave, someone else grew wings, I get to fly off with them. For to be over mindful of your debt is to doubt his generosity, who has the free-hearted earth for mother and God for father. Don't be over mindful of what other people are giving you. Don't turn them into the high and mighty giver. You say thank you, you both go off on your wings together. But to be over mindful, oh my God, I owe you my life, I owe you everything. I'm also talking to my marginalized people here. To be in those positions of power, to be next to people of power, to be in these new arenas, these new da-da-da. Don't be over mindful of your debt. Because yet again, it's to doubt the generosity of who has the free-hearted earth for mother and God for father. Free-hearted earth for mother and God for father, there's no limits to what they're going to give you. No sky, there's no limit. So don't bog yourself down with what you receive. Gratitude, and you fly with it. The best thing I have ever done for anyone that either hated me or loved me was to go fly on the wings that I grew by engaging with them. Either they gave me those wings, you know what I mean? Or they tried to take them away, and I realized how valuable those wings are. Gratitude, keep it moving, say. If they taught you through pain or they taught you through reward, you received, don't think too much about it. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. See first that you deserve to be a giver and an instrument of giving. See first. Okay? You're a gift. It's a gift to know you. It's a gift to love you. It's a gift to see you. It's a gift to be you, I'm sure. Because it's a gift to be me. Lord knows. And with that, I'm signing off. I love you. Get outside, kick a ball around, you know what I mean? Shake it up.